Yo, homies, what's up? It's your girl Bree at Skulls and Bones 444 again. This is part two for the Geminis, okay? I hope you liked my getup. Decided to dress very nice. That's in part one. Whew. Okay, so some of you guys with this Mercury retrograde, y'all could be feeling anxious, nervous, paranoid, crap like that. But that's really the projections that are coming from the opposition. Because the karmic masculine is 55 on the timer. Y'all could be seeing 555, which means change. The karmic masculine is completely out of your energy, out of your space. They can't get through. Other people, pains in the asses, but you demand whenever you feel depressed or the spirit of suicide, worry, panic attacks, headaches, anything like that, you immediately call on the divine or whatever deity you believe in and you make it go away. Okay? And some of you guys are chill. But remember, Mercury retrograde, it's make sure all your T's and I's, are dotted properly. Um, do not sign any new contracts because there's going to be something that you're missing out on. Mercury retrograde is all about communication. Okay? So watch who you talk to, watch what you say, how you say it, because things can easily get taken out of context right now, especially if it's via text message or email. Um, I mean, unfortunately, technology could go haywire but yeah, and don't start any new projects right now. This is not the time. You can draw out a diagram and plan it out for what you want to do in the future when the retrograde is over with. 311 on the timer. But don't start anything new. Things that you left on hold in the past for whatever reason, this is the perfect time to finish those old projects and wrap them up. People from your past could be coming back up into your life, especially with this whole situation with the coven. And now that they know the truth, that you're innocent, they could be getting a hold of you and apologizing, or you know when it's a true apology or a fake apology, but regardless, forgive them from a distance. That's it. I mean, just let it go. You've learned your lesson. And the funny shit is, Geminis, is that the masculines have been dealing with their karmic feminine, someone they dated many, many years ago. And then you also dated them years ago. So I've got a feeling that this karmic feminine is still in competition maybe with the feminines, and the feminines don't want shit of drama or conflict, nothing. So it's definitely time that the masculine gets rid of this karmic for good and, fixes and reunites 511 on the timer, fixes and reunites the relationship that they had with the feminine. And I know some of you guys may thinking, oh, but hell no, he broke up with me because of a big ass lie and blah, 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 blah. And what you got to realize is, as I've mentioned plenty of times before, this masculine has always considered these people, which are frenemies, his family, but they're really his karmic family. So he believed in the lie, which it was brutal, it was ruthless, whatever the fuck was said. Okay, and heart to heart conversations about the past so you can start afresh new. And on the other hand, too, your karmic masculine, oh, gonna try to possibly still come to your house and come up with a sob story about how he's going to jail, false documents, blah, 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 needs a place to stay. Fuck that. Fuck it. Be, be on your toes, man. Anyways, here we go, Gemini. I want to say like a good 20 people, maybe 50 people have been caught already. 717 on the timer when I said that. They have been caught by the authorities already and are facing jail time. Geminis, Geminis. Their lawyer, they got caught with a fraudulent lawyer. And their stories just did not add up. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, thank you for watching my videos a lot more and for longer durations because that means that I am not boring you. And I actually, catching good attention, so thank you, even from the men. The star reversed. That's the main message right now. Star reversed. Ooh, somebody who wished upon a star to get you, they're not getting you. This person loves being in the limelight. They love to do whatever they can out of clout. They don't get shit. 919 on the timer. They don't get you. They sold their soul to the devil. Their karma did. For fortune and fame and glory. Because, I mean, this person is musically inclined, like I've said before, and they are a performer. They're not getting that. Wah, wah, wah. They could have Gemini in their moon sign. And if they haven't had a public, I see a public freak out of some sort. Like really making an ass of himself with the authorities. Okay, let's go. Damn. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Something tells me that this card, hmm, this karmic is really fucking delusional. Like, he needs help. Needs some serious help, but he ain't ever gonna get it. And I know I've said that in damn near all of my readings, but it's the truth. And other tarot readers have said the same shit, but it's too late now because the authorities and getting arrested and gonna get a lifetime sentence, but I keep seeing this person committing suicide very fast in prison. No, I don't wish that upon anybody, but it is what it is. At this point, it is what it is. I hate to say it like that, but Knight of Pentacles, that is the next main message. Oh, the slowest moving knight of all. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It took this person, your masculine, a long ass time to figure out not only what was going on, but what he wanted out of life as well. Like, even though he was in a situationship which was just sexual with his karmic, in his mind, he was fucking miserable though. But internally, he was in the dark night of the soul, just trying to figure himself out. And the karmic, pain in the ass, man. Needy, greedy. Yeah. I mean, after the lie that was told, yeah, his karmic came in, swooped in. I said there was already mental illusion magic going on, breakup spells going on, and they made him think, ooh, the grass is greener on the other side, and no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And now he's like, oh, God, he is frustrated. 14:44 on the timer. Okay, so now you're the star. You could very well be in the limelight somehow, whether you're doing this or, shit. It doesn't always necessarily have to mean this. Maybe you are the head public speaker for a nonprofit organization. Maybe you're the principal of a school or the teacher of a classroom, shit like that. But you're a role model and you're looked up to. And some people, the people who really do regret fucking around with you, they're looking at you as a star as well, 1551 in the timer, because they're looking at you as a star because they're like, God damn, she made it through all this. The Knight of Wands, sideways reverse like this, crossing it, trying to shut you down. They're working. There is a tech genius here, technical genius that is trying to shut you down somehow. I don't know if you guys remember my other previous recording. I was talking about how if any of you guys do this or have a platform like this, y'all could have been having issues with your internet, but nobody else was. That was because this tech genius was hell bent on shutting you down, and they still are. Because you know too much. You know what? Not everything in the world, but you know too much of what the fuck they've done. Okay, what else for the Star and the Knight of Wands, please? Uh-huh. Makes perfect sense. You have the Two of Swords reverse, which means blindfold is off for everybody. Blindfold is off for everybody in the coven. For your masculine. If you've made recordings about this shit, you know, they know. They watch. And this Page of Cups upright, they still want to give you this small offer of love. I swear to God, this person's delusional. It's funny how the finger is pointing up to the Knight of the Wands like this, wanting to shut you down. So it's basically, he wants to keep you quiet, shut up, so you can't say anything else. And so your masculine can't hear anything else, and neither can the authorities, but the authorities have already been on this shit for a long time. All of this so he can try to bring an offer of love, but you know what? You would be the side chick, the mistress, because he's already married. And it turns out that part of his karmic debt, he's stuck with her. He can't divorce her because it's no money to divorce, and they got a kid involved too. And when there's a divorce involved with kids, it makes shit super more difficult. The world reversed here for them. Yeah, for this karmic, their world will always be in a vicious cycle of toxicity. They're never moving forward. They're just always toxic, toxic, toxic. And like I said, it's jail time. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, King of Wands reversed. You have the 5, 6, 7, 8 restored. Ace of the Pentacles. Like I've said before, this is like the divine giving you a blessing, a beautiful gift that you've worked your ass off for all these years, learning about yourself, spirituality, and a lot of you guys are natural witches and you guys learned how to put your magic into good use and protecting and defending yourself and your masculine. You've never been greedy or nasty. You know, you're gonna get your dream job even though you might feel like you're running out of time. 2141 on the timer, as I said that. A lot of you could feel like you're losing time because you've been held back for so fucking long, but no, it's not the case. I mean, once the reunion happens and shit, you're gonna see just how fast things take off and for the better, and you're gonna be like, this is what I've been dying for. King of Wands reversed, the karmic. He has a lot of passion and motivation, but for all the wrong things. Wants to hurt people and dictate orders. Not fair. Very strict and tyrannical, but not fair at all. Doesn't believe in teamwork. His idea of teamwork is I dictate the orders. 2255 on the timer. Okay, I dictate the orders and everybody else does the shit for me. Or if they do anything, it's, throw the stone and then hide your hand. It's a coward. The fuck? 8 of Swords reversed. They're not playing the victim. Hold on. That's a sign, man. Emergency, emergency. With the paramedics outside. I don't know if y'all heard that, but emergency, emergency. 8 of Swords reversed. You never once called yourself the victim, even though, technically speaking, you were. You were their target. But you managed to get out of every obstacle and survived every death spell that they sent. You are like an enigma to them. And the masculine figuring out shit, creative. You and him share the same ideas in terms of like, there's a problem, okay, gotta figure out a solution and get to it pronto. We are not gonna sit here and just cry and whine about it. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, No new chapter for the King of Wands reversed. Their world reversed. Their world is a fucking train wreck. And always will be. I tell you, it's prison time and he's gonna check out because with the Wheel of Fortune, he doesn't get to see a new chapter of his life. You have the Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, he doesn't get anything that he manifested. And if anything, greedy as fuck. If there was an inheritance, a financial inheritance left to you guys, unfortunately, I think y'all are gonna have a tower moment and find out that all of this money was already spent. They found a way to get some special connections to get to this financial inheritance or maybe a house. And if it's a house, they burned it because it's just a matter of that ain't your money. This is my money. I deserve it because you fucked me over when you left me. That ain't your house. This is my house. I deserve it. This is what I get because you fucked me over. And well, if I can't have it, I sure as hell ain't gonna let you have it. So, Fuego. That's another ass. Huge fucking fine. And all about image and shit. Then you have the Four of Cups reversed. Their plan didn't work. Okay. Their death magic project, 2737 on the timer. Their death magic project didn't work on you because they wanted you to take yourself out. So, I mean, if you take yourself out, there's no evidence on them. But because you lasted for so damn long, which is awesome. It's awesome. They had to come up with different ways to take you out, but they fucked up because there's evidence that they left behind. There's receipts of shit. Visiting like the post office, to get false documents to try to incriminate you. So not only did the project not work, they left evidence and they've got no choice but to stop. Some people are trying to talk some common sense into him, but common sense ain't so common. And they're like, fuck it. Let the authorities deal with it. Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you don't get any fucking payouts. Loser. You really think that you're gonna get payouts because you put in hard work? Hard work for what? It's just hard work for mean shit. To hurt people. To cause them years of suffering and putting them in survival mode. Queen of Swords upright. This is you telling the truth in any way, shape, or form. And then you have the Five of Wands reverse. A lot of mental arguing. It's a lot of mental arguing. See, look, this is funny. I did not even notice that I did that. Right here, the Four of Wands, which means marriage and celebration, 30-30 on the timer. The coven has known about this for the longest time that you are going to have your happiness, and they've been delaying it for forever and a day. You've known it in your heart, okay? You just had to wait for the masculine to wake the fuck up. Speaking the truth about this shit. And then you have the Page of Pentacles reversed, which means some little jit who thinks he's got an idea to make money. It ain't gonna work. We'll figure that out what that is in a second. Queen of Cups in reverse. Nasty bitch. That's a dark witch. She's been working against you for a very long time, just like many other dark witches. And there's three other guys that are working against you as well. That I had a dream about that. Three guys. I mean, big buff, very high dark priests that had a chokehold over your ass. I mean, if you did any cord cutting rituals, or banishing rituals, whatever, okay? When you lit that candle, that wick sparked, man. It sparked like a bitch instantly. A whole bunch of black smoke came out immediately. And black smoke is not soot. Go look up any dictionary about candle magic, and let me tell you, and shit, you can even go to a metaphysical shop somewhere and they'll tell you that that's not soot, that is evil surrounding you. There's three men, and I talked about a shooting, a drive-by shooting the other day with two men. Well, they want to get a third guy involved. This Queen of Cups reversed. I'm getting this as more of the masculine's feminine. Who was working with her best friend to fuck around with your health big time? Body magic and beauty magic, and I mean, wanted to make you age faster, made you, I mean, could have made you gain weight really fast and you had no idea why. You know, you could have gone to the doctors and there was like, nobody could fucking figure shit out. It was these assholes, but guess what? Karma's a bitch. Shit's gonna turn around. Five of Cups upright. Yep. Throwing a temper tantrum. This is your masculine's karmic throwing a huge ass temper tantrum. Because the masculine doesn't want her, wants you. And still, I mean, wants to fight your ass. And because it's Mercury retrograde, seriously, if anybody says anything, don't antagonize shit because it's more than likely going to lead to fights and crap and somebody going to jail. No, 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 no. Leave it alone. Let them make an ass of themselves. Oh, and look, you've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. Guess what? Because this bitch was also working with your money, too. Just like your karmic's karmic was. Now, her turn. Well, excuse me. You are not going to have to hold on to every single penny that you've got anymore. You are not going to feel like you are in survival mode anymore with finances or anything because the financial curses are broken now. Nine of Pentacles upright. Yeah, you are somebody who knows how to take care of shit. Wow, once again, I just did that naturally. Got the Queen of Swords up top, Nine of Pentacles right here. You know how to take, you know how to get shit done. Cook, clean, keep a house. At this point in your life, you don't put up with drama of any sort. You're not a whore like this Queen of Cups reversed is. You ain't taking shit from nobody. 37, 37 on the timer. Three of Pentacles upright. Telling you. This can go in two ways. Okay, because everybody knows that it's a sacred reunion. The top pumpkin, I mean, could be you. The middle one could be the masculine, and then third one could talk about, the divine. A group of three working together to bring this reunion together. Or it could be your karmic, their karmic, and your masculine's karmic all working together. Okay. Or the three guys, like I said, working together, but it's not going to work. Jeez. Two of Cups upright. I can't make this shit up. This right here clarifies the Three of Pentacles upright, being that it's a reunion between you, your masculine, and the divine. What in the fuck? Hold on. Oh, the King of Pentacles reverse. I should have known, should have guessed. uh, has no money. The only money that he gets is from prostituting. He is highly embarrassed that everybody knows that he prostitutes even with the same sex. Um, doesn't know how to handle his money for shit, but acts like he does. This is your karmic. Um, ooh. Okay, I know I'm getting really deep into this, but it's Mercury retrograde and shit's coming out, folks. You have a Seven of Swords upright. Somebody who is trying to stir the pot. 41:21 on the timer. Someone trying to stir the pot. King of Pentacles reversed trying to stir the pot. Thinking that the three of Pentacles goes two ways. The karmic in his mind, he thinks that he can get, three men together to successfully cause this drive-by shooting, but no, it's not gonna happen. Because there's something over here. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Uh, this is a page with a little coin. A little coin worth nothing. So they're not gonna do it. These three men have more common sense to not get involved in doing this shit. Because people have found out at this point that the karmic is woo ka fucking dooku. And trying to offer a small amount of cash for this, they're like, no, 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 no. It doesn't even matter how much cash you offer us. We ain't doing it. Period. He's another one having a fucking temper tantrum. So, once again, Three of Pentacles, Sacred Reunion, you masculine and the divine. Here's your Two of Cups upright. You've got the Queen of Swords upright, telling the truth. Wow. The Star upright. The Five of Wands reversed. This talks about a lot of internal arguing. I don't think that the masculine is internally and mentally fighting himself anymore. He's forgiven himself for what he's done, and he knows that he's got to, you know, grow a pair, big cojones, and talk to you about the truth and shit. He's nervous, but he knows he's got to do it. It's the karmic who's In his mind, he can't focus, he can't concentrate, he doesn't know how the fuck he's gonna get out of this situation, and he's not. It's over with. Excuse me, I have to use the restroom. I'm back. By the way, if you're still with me, please let me know if you like getting videos in two different parts. Like part one is the oracle, and then part two is the main message with another little oracle session. Please let me know in the comments. But if not, I understand. I'm gonna have to learn to fit it all in like I used to. It's just that I've been having long introductions lately, and I didn't want to make all these videos like 2.5 hours long. Okay? Alright. Here we go. Justice is the upcoming future. Justice in reverse. Of course, it's ain't getting shit. It's called Prison, bitch. And like I said, I've already in my mind about 20 to 50. They're being questioned hardcore by the authorities. And nobody's got their answer straight. They know it's all a big lie. They know that, and not only do they know about premeditated harm and premeditated murder in the first degree, they know about, the tax fraud, tax evasion. They know about it all. And uh hitmen, hiring a hitman and using the dark web. Here's your emperor. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. Now you have the Three of Swords reversed. Now that you've had the Tower moment and you know who the hell lied in the very beginning to cause the breakup and plus the breakup spells, you're gonna move on. You're gonna move on and realize, you know what? Hey, fuck it. Because you and your masculine are gonna find better friends together. Okay? It may take you a while, but you're you're gonna make better friends. Ooh, that moved and was stuck here. Somebody is throwing a big ass temper tantrum. It's this Queen of Cups in reverse. Masculine's karmic. Oh well. Let's see. What else can we get with the Justice reverse, the Emperor, and the Three of Swords reversed? The Four of Swords upright. Yeah. Being able to rest. Resting without the drama being done. Rumors done. Like, people who have tried to talk some sense into this karmic, they're like, already, just shut the fuck up. They've told this person, shut the fuck up already. Because he keeps getting details of the lies confused, and they're like, just shut the fuck up. Because we're not getting any justice anyways, and the masculine and the feminine can rest. They're not in trouble. They ain't going to jail. Transformation in reverse. People that refuse to change, wanting to stay. Well, excuse me. Yeah, transformation talks about death, but not always physical death. But in this case, yes, there has been physical death because they sent death spells your way, 50-50 on the timer, and it went back. These are people who refuse to change. They were, yeah, some people who just don't see anything wrong with their actions. They got off on hurting you, watching you suffer, putting you in survival mode. Well, it's all going back. Ace of Swords reversed. Breakthrough and communication. I think, okay, because since it's in reverse, it usually talks about bad news. I think the bad news has to do with finding out that your closest guy friend was working with the enemy, getting as much information on you as possible, but you already know, and they're gonna find out that you've known about it, and they're gonna be questioning themselves like, how did you know? How did you know? Because you just do. You just fucking do. And this bad news could also talk about how everybody with the justice in reverse, how they're going to get the book thrown at them. And some of this, going to be some people where they may get more jail time than what they originally thought they were, but because of who they were with, it's going to be guilty by association, and they're going to get more years out of it. And there's also going to be news about how they stole your inheritance. Like I said plenty of times before, if it was money, it's been spent. If it was a house, it's been burnt. They could have stolen your identity, created fake accounts and shit. King of Cups reversed. Yup. The son of a bitch, he refuses to change. Refuses to change. King of Cups reversed with the Queen of Cups reversed down here. Evil ass son of a bitch. And he's gonna be like, how did the feminine know that I was secretly working with a very close friend of theirs? And bitch, we know. I mean, you constantly think that you can outsmart the feminine, but I mean, no. The High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, nasty, nasty Dark Witch. I just got the name Dottie. For some of you, it could be Dolores, Deborah, Dee Dee, maybe a kitchen witch. Ooh, this was somebody who was using, or this could be the masculine's karmic, who was using their menstrual blood and putting it in the masculine's food. Because, like I've said before, the two strongest forms of magic is sex magic and blood magic. Wow. He's gonna figure this shit out. Queen of Wands reverse. This is the masculine's karmic. Took the period blood, put it in his food to do magic on him. He's gonna be figuring all this shit out. Then you have the Seven of Wands upright. Bitch, you got caught. Just like everybody else did. And will. And there were plenty of omens. Y'all could have been hearing fucking crows and shit. But y'all could have also been seeing, pretty blue jays, which talk about your passed on loved ones watching you and shit. Or cardinals and finches, but omens! She can't fight the law. Nobody can fight the law. The Lovers upright. Yep, using the menstrual cycle to try to keep the sacred reunion from not happening, but here's the Lovers upright. The Emperor's right here, Lovers upright. And not only is it a romantic, sacred relationship, 5929 the timer, but it's also going to be a business partnership because that's what also the lovers talk about. And you have the Eight of Cups upright. Yeah, two ways. Somebody who is getting up, or excuse me, getting up from their current situation, walking away, not looking back. Yep, walking away from their current situation and not looking back. Or this could be these people who have no choice but to be put to an end and stop because they're going to jail. Oh, yeah, the Five of Pentacles upright. Oh, I, for a while now, for a while now, everybody, the main karmics that have been working against you, they're out in the cold now. Emotionally, mentally, material crap, all of it. They don't know what to do, like I said, when it comes to the law, and there ain't nothing that they can do. Look, Six of Cups upright. Oh, this is your masculine's characteristic. Somebody from your past that you have very good memories with. Like kids, like I said before, I can go higher on the swing, or, tag, you're it. Wow, talking about realizing that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Seven of Cups reversed. The masculine realized that with this people, especially with the karmic, and grass ain't greener over there, man. Okay, try to pay attention to my timing here. See, Page of Wands upright. This talks about a small idea of something. I do not know yet. The Magician upright. You are a magician and your masculine is a wizard. And you guys are both alchemists. You guys are a force to be reckoned with when you get together. And the Two of Wands reversed, it talks about having made a decision already. You know what you want. You want your masculine, your happiness already. Enough with the drama and shit. And your masculine knows too. It's like, done, just leave us alone. Like, we didn't sign up for this shit. Well, technically you did before you got reincarnated, but what the hell is this Page of Wands upright? Knight of Pentacles upright again. A plan. I'm gonna shut the fuck up on that one. In the bottom here, it's Three of Wands reversed. Somebody is not getting what they want. Their ships aren't coming through. but it's not with the masculine and the feminine. It's with the karmics. The tower upright. You all are gonna just. There's another tower coming. But like I said, the tower is a big ass surprise that's coming out of nowhere. And whenever I've seen a tower, it's usually shitty fucking news. I think there's gonna be an explanation here about what the lie was. Because remember, you're a natural witch, they're a wizard. You guys are both alchemists. You know how to take a shitty situation, turn it around and transmute it. Y'all have made your decisions already on what you want to do. The Page of Wands upright talks about a little idea. This masculine is thinking about how they're going to word themselves, especially around Mercury. This is Mercury retrograde. Because the Knight of Pentacles upright, this is the slowest moving knight ever. They drive their fucking ass. They know that they've got to tell you the truth about what the big ass lie was and who said it, which by now you guys already know. You just don't know what the big ass lie. Excuse me. You just don't know what the big ass lie is. Mm. You know that your best guy friend lied to your masculine to break up with you. That's what you know. And this, I mean, heartbreaking as hell. Tower moment. Tower moment also with how the whole time, all these years that you've been hanging around your best guy friend, they have been going back and relaying the information to the karmic. Okay, to see what else they can come up with because the shit that they didn't know about, they had to go to tarot readers, other tarot readers, to figure out if their plans are working, if their spell work is working. This could also talk about the masculine telling the truth about how he took a part in talking shit about you and how he did some black magic on you and totally fucking regrets it. But you already know this. They're gonna be surprised that you already know this. How did you know? Because you're a reader yourself. Temperance upright. You are gonna be very patient and listening to them. Don't go bonkers and crazy, blah blah blah, because you know that you love this person even though they fucked up. It's just the power of peer pressure and money. And this type of person doesn't do well if a conversation starts out nasty with aggression. You have to be patient, listen carefully, don't interrupt, let them speak their truth. And they may talk very fast out of nervousness, but just listen the best you can. You got this. Ace of Cups reversed. This is total sadness. Okay, this can go in two ways. The masculine who is depressed with himself, with what he did, disappointed and depressed and ashamed with himself with what he did. Could have been drinking in the past to numb the emotions up, but because you have the Two of Wands and reversed up there, which means that this wizard or masculine has already made up his mind, and you have already made up your mind, which is not the karmic. The karmic is highly depressed, suicidal, drinking their brains out, just wanting to be numb. Six of Swords upright. Look at this shit. Despite all the mierda, moving on forward to calmer waters together. Beautiful. Three of Cups reversed. You're not going to have any more third parties to worry about because you're moving on to calmer waters. The Chariot, things happening fast, very quickly, traveling. The masculine could be traveling fast to you. These karmics could be traveling fast to you to start shit. But then you have the Six of Wands reverse, which means they're not going to win shit. I mean, there's no victory. This this Chariot upright, the karmic who's going to try to move very fast to you because they know that they've lost with everything, and they're going to lie to you about how they need a place to stay and give you a whole sob sap story, whatever. Fuck you. The Hierophant reversed. Yeah. This is talking about a society, a secret society, which this is the Satanic Church, or Satanic Temple, as you want to call it. They're falling apart. There's been so many damn lines going on, people fucking up on spell work, and this karmic is the worst bad apple ever. And they really try to control you and dominate you and question your beliefs because you're spiritual. You're not, a lot of you are spiritual. They try to get you to convert, but no, you're rebellious. You're like, no. 10 of Cups upright. This is what you're getting. You're a happy ass family. Beautiful. The 10 of Swords upright. Betrayal. Pure betrayal. Karmic. Being betrayed and everybody else that was involved betrayed. You got till 10 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles upright. You've worked so hard for everything, and you deserve your prize, which is the 10 of Cups right here. The Sun upright, your happiness right here, man, and all secrets and illusions and bullshit, they're out to see. If you're a truth teller or a speaker like this, or in any other kind of way, you've done your job. Like, this is supposed to be your job. Wow, 6 of Cups again. That's beautiful. And look, we have the 9 of Swords reversed. You ain't got shit to stress about. You can sleep well at night. And so can your masculine, because right here you have the King of Swords upright. Woohoo! Look, this is a match up here. There's gonna be good communication. The Devil reversed. Devil-like energy is gone. Gonna be in prison. And you've overcome bad habits and addictions of all sorts. This Page of Swords reversed. Ay, ay, ay. They think this karmic think right here because you have the 5 of Swords upright. The 5 of Swords upright is somebody who thinks that they've got another strategy up their sleeve. Okay, well, they're using a page, somebody who's new to the Satanic Coven, to try and spit out another lie. Not gonna work. Nobody believes the shit anymore. Okay, you got the 8 of Wands reversed. Omens. And this page here, he noticed the omens and told the karmic about it, but the karmic didn't give a shit. If anything, the karmic threatened this young buck right here. And then over here, the Hermit upright. Goes in 2 ways. Oh, the karmic doesn't want to go into the dark shadow of the night, the soul, and face their inner demons. I mean, see the hand coming up. What? No. Or this does talk about how, see, you already did a lot of shadow work. Your masculine had to catch up with you with the hermit because this karmic wants to keep fucking around. You got the Ten of Wands upright. Here's all your burdens and your karma, your karmic debt, you retard. The Fool in reverse, yes. You're an idiot. You're irresponsible. I mean, impulsive. You don't think of anybody else but yourself. Look where it's gotten you. Excuse me. Strength card upright. It's symbolized by a Leo card, but this is you. This is you and your inner strength to get through all of this mierda. And your masculine has a lot of inner strength too. Then you have the Hanged Man. Somebody gonna be hanging up by a tree, by a switch. I just heard homeboy. It's gonna be homeboy. That lights are on. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. That's a karmic. Been fucking around with your finances. And you definitely talked about all kinds of shit, even finances with your best guy friend. And of course, they related back. And that's why you have the King of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Pentacles in reversed. And he also had, I mean, what else? He also had the High Priestess reversed, working on you. The Queen of Wands reversed and shit. All the karmics, when all those cards are in reversed, those people were doing magic against you. Ace of Wands, something is not going to be a success. Not going to be successful in keeping you in this Queen of Pentacles reversed shit. No, because enough with the poverty. Here's your Knight of Cups upright. Two of Pentacles reversed. Somebody doesn't have their shit together. It's a train wreck. Yeah, the moon here. Intuition and secrets and mysteries that are hiding under, which I figured it out. And most you feminines probably did too. Caught 10 of Pentacles upright. You're getting every fucking thing back. The Empress in reversed. The bitch. Here's Judgment. Everybody being judged. Yeah, but y'all, I mean, the Queen to the King of Swords telling the truth. The devil's out of your energy. No more nightmares. Y'all went through the dark night of the soul. You know, learned your lesson, learned your inner strength, moving on to calmer waters. All the betrayal and shit, and you still get the Ten of Cups. Oh, fast movement. It's looking good to me. It's just there's gonna be a few rough patches along the way, but it's Mercury retrograde. Ay, Dios míos. Let me tell you, once you get these hard messages that are gonna be really gut wrenching and shit, calm down, relax. Fuck, if you have to, treat yourself to a margarita. Fuck, I mean, in moderation, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay? But don't ruin something that's gonna be beautiful because you know what? If you ruin it, you're gonna have to repeat the same lessons in the next lifetime. I don't think so. I don't want to. I'm not doing too bad on timing with this one here. Right now, here's the love oracle. I need a drink of my water. I know. It sounds obnoxious. Alright. Geminis. In love, what do you need to do? No. Yeah, this is your soulmate. The one you've got your heart on, the soulmate. And you guys are in separation right now, though. And unfortunately, it sucked, but it was divinely orchestrated. And you guys had to learn a lot of shit about life in general, love, figure out who you were really hanging out with and shit. Yep, you're still currently in separation. But then when you reunite, go on a retreat, a little mini vacation, get away from everybody and everything. It was a shitty ass shuffle. Somebody's upset. Oh well. Wow, yeah, you're still in separation, but it ain't gonna last very long because here's your reconciliation. Geminis. Yep, reconciliation. And it says make the effort. This says make the effort. It's more about, both parties making the effort for communication. If there ever were, communication problems. One last shuffle. Once again, make the effort. Okay. And here it says new love. But here's the thing. It's the same physical person, just in a mature way. A new chapter of new love. One more shuffle is what I'm hearing. A new chapter of new fresh love and flirting. Okay. I can see the image of the masculine's karmic in my mind, and oh my fucking god. Get over it. Look, it's all coming together very soon. Retreat. Oh yeah. Take a mini vacation to get away from these dramatic people. Romantic feelings for each other. And it says right here, healing family issues. This keeps coming up. Okay. Now, for you feminines, you could have healed a relationship with one of your parents. I know I did. And for the masculines, the same shit. But when it comes to the karmic family, nah, you're not gonna heal that, because that's the past that needs to stay in the past. Codependency, karmic, always codependent on everybody else, and drugs, and their karmic, excuse me, codependent on their karmic and drugs. Masculine's karmic, always codependent on men to take care of her, drugs. Stay optimistic about your love life. It was the coven that wanted to make you feel that you were never going to get love again. Attraction. Enjoy the present moment. I think a lot of feminines have issues with that because in their mind it's like a to-do list, a constant to-do list. But the men more know, they're like, chill, chill, like enjoy the atmosphere, the music being played, the leaves falling from the trees, like just everything's gonna get done. Chill. Express your love. With this card in this situation, it says, let your friends help you. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Be bold and step up to the plate, masculine. You can do this. Quit going around and asking your friends about what you should do because they're lying to you. They've been lying to you this whole time. Follow your own heart, your own mind, okay? Think for yourself. Be bold, step up to the plate. You can do it. Worth waiting for. Reconciliation, soulmate, and for the longest time, you and the masculine could have been thinking to yourselves, is this the one? And that's because the coven was fucking around with your psyches, but you've already met the partner you seek. Calling in your soulmate. Release your ex. Oh my god. The feminines have released their ex a long fucking time ago. They want nothing to do with the karmic. And the karmic needs to release the feminine as well. And on the other side, the divine masculine is not in love with their karmic. And that karmic needs to fucking let go of the masculine. Trust. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to be rebuilding trust again. Talking shit out. You know, and when the trust and communication, keep an open mind with the way this whole situation went and how your partner has changed for the better. They may have new mannerisms and shit like that, but it's a healthier version of them. Children, if there's any kids involved for you guys out there, you guys are gonna win custody battle of your kids. And there's kids later on in your future, and you have wedding. When it comes to the deception, you already know. You already fucking know who's been deceiving to prevent this. You got it, Geminis. There you go. Love you all.